And yes, we all know if you're a Vikings fan, yesterday was extremely boring. But the Vikings helped you out. Rick Spielman traded up. There's no information on what draft picks or what went to trade up, but we traded up with the 9th pick in the 2nd round. We got our running back of the future, Dalvin Cook, and he looks like a very good guy. So let's look at his combine stats. He ran a 4.49 40. He did 22 reps in the bench press, 30 and a half vertical jump, 116-inch broad jump, a 7.27 three-cone drill, and a 4.53 20-yard shuffle. And his grade was a 6.28, which was the 3rd best running back grade in the NFL. So the other 2 were in the 1st round. So Dalvin Cook definitely has 1st round potential, and we got pretty lucky there. The reason he slipped a little bit to the 2nd round is because of some off-field issues and fumbling, which kind of sounds like our last running back. Let's not talk too much about that. So I'm going to talk about this Pro Football Focus article about him, because I think that breaks it down in a nice list format. So Sestino, he led the FBS in elusive rating, breaking 99 tackles, 92 on rushes, and 7 on receptions, and averaging 4.19 yards after contact. So that's really good for the Vikings. He has outstanding vision. He breaks long runs in spite of his blocking, which is really good when the Vikings might lose an offensive lineman or two due to injury, and then he can still get the job done. He's great fit at an outdoor zone and an outside zone scheme. The Vikings usually just like to run north and south. Well, that was with an Adrian Peterson-led offense. So I think having Dalvin Cook, I think it'd be really nice to see us using Latavius Murray as a north-south guy run between the tackles, and then Dalvin Cook to do more of the outside running. I think that'd be a perfect mix and match there. Elite acceleration ensures consistent big play potential. Sufficient long speed to outrun defenders, able to make defenders miss at full speed, aggressively north-south runner, and rarely looks to bounce plays outside, which is a little bit inconsistent, which is what I read on the NFL page. That's one of the things he did. He doesn't like to run up the middle, so sometimes he'll bounce early, but maybe you can just disregard that. But I like Pro Football Focus better, so we'll go with that. But anyways, not always searching for big plays, rarely takes losses, which is really nice. That's something Adrian Peterson started doing at the end of his career, is bouncing beyond the line too much and then just losing 2 yards. Even behind a subpar run blocking in 2016, made the most of it and showed the ability to take what was given. So it's really good to see. Biggest concerns: ball security, fumbled 14 times and 763 touches. Failed to dominate a receiver out of the backfield, which is kind of bad, but that's what we have Latavius Murray for. Worst case scenario, Dalvin Cook's our 1st and 2nd round back, and we have Murray to fill in and be a 3rd down back, and Jerick McKinnon is a good enough 3rd round back as well. So if he can't work on his hands enough to be a good 3rd down back, I think we're set there. Ran a limited number of routes, didn't always display the best hands, although improved as a junior. So if he can improve as a junior, I think he can even do better in the NFL. And suffered nagging muscular injuries throughout his career at FSU. So a little bit of a concern there. If he's going to be the workhorse back, you don't want him to have those injuries, but hey, it's going to happen. And that's when we have decent depth at running back now with Latavius Murray and even Jerick McKinnon, so not bad. And their player comparison was Fred Taylor, which is a really good comparison. On the NFL one that I saw, the NFL comparison they give him there was Edgar and James. So 2 really great players, and if he turns out to be anywhere near those 2, I think the Vikings are going to be set for a very, very long time. And the player that I would say would be yikes, what am I going to do now? And that's Latavius Murray. I think he'll probably start for the majority of the year, but it might end up being about a 50-50 split by week 8. I think the Vikings are going to run Latavius Murray a little bit more because he's probably a little more balanced, but it's fine having a nice change of pace guy in Dalvin Cook. And now what's Jerick McKinnon going to do? I think Jerick McKinnon might have the best hands for him. He might be the guy that will line up as running back, then he'll motion out into the backfield, or he'll line up wide or go in the slot and catch a pass or something. So I think that that's Jerick McKinnon's best part is his hands and his ability to run some routes because he played quarterback in college. So he has that type of smarts to be able to do what is needed for him. So now we have a running back. We have Dalvin Cook. What do you guys think about him? I really like the pick. And we'll see you guys in the next Vikings video when we get to our next pick. See ya.